Warning: the following episode contains elements of horror that may be unsuitable for listeners under the age of 13. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Beyond the Bizarre, a podcast curated to all things, well, bizarre. My name is Brianna, and I will be sharing with you urban legends, lore, ghost stories, and more from around our planet. Hey everybody, welcome to a whole brand new season of Beyond the Bizarre. This is Brandon, your host, and I'm so glad to be finally welcoming you guys back to the podcast. We know it's been a long time coming, but we are so glad to be back with you guys. 2021, these past few months have been a lot of months of change, adjusting, things of that nature. So we kind of wanted to focus on that and then narrow in on focusing on creating great, scary, bizarre content for you all. So updates on us. Our co-producer and audio editor, Kazare, graduated this year with a bachelor's degree in web design and development. Way to go, Kazare. Oh dear God, I sound like a school administrator. Okay, so for me, Brianna, I took the opportunity to go back to school, majoring in health science. So hopefully somewhere in this world I can make a change someday. We'll see. But for now, you guys are here to listen to the podcast. So let's get into our first episode of season 2. Tonight we would like to share with you guys a ritual known as the staircase ritual. Now, there is no known origin of the staircase ritual. However, the main goal of the ritual is to help you decipher if there's something nefarious in your home and allow you to trap it on the first floor. But beware, you will have to fight it once you trap it, so get the dukes up. So as always, before we get into the steps on how to conduct the ritual, we are not endorsing that you do this ritual. It is most likely dangerous. So as always, partake in the ritual at your own risk, but if you should do so when something cool happens, give us a shout out, let us know. With that being said, let's get into how to play the staircase ritual. So for this ritual, there could be only one principal participant. Requirements for the ritual: one staircase with no fewer than 11 steps, but no more than 16. This excludes landings. Try to aim for a staircase with 12 to 13 steps. One small, portable, battery-operated fan. Kind of like the ones that you hang around your neck during vacations when it's hot outside, the ones you click the button and it can automatically come on, spin, cool you off. That kind of fan is ideal. One glass of water. One candle. You will need matches or a lighter. You will have to do some research because you'll also need an old picture of the land on which your home currently stands on, as an oldest picture as you can find. The next requirement is easier. You'll need a picture of your home as it currently stands today. One pair of dice, 6-sided. 2 devices to keep time. Analog is preferable, but digital if you do not have access to any analog devices. 1 mirror. 1 handful of ash. 2 to 3 dust bunnies. Oh goodness. You'll need 1 food offering, and it must be an animal or some type of animal byproduct. So this is already getting crazy. Next, you'll need 1 small living creature, such as an insect. And the last, group of things that you'll need is 1 fingernail, lock of hair, or 1 token plucked from your own body. It is not recommended that blood be used. So guys, don't use your own blood, or the blood of others for that matter. Lastly, you'll need salt. And lastly, 1 sharp object, preferably made of silver. Let the games begin. The prelude. First step. Begin in the afternoon. Be sure to make note of the precise time at which you start the ritual. Step 2. Stand at the bottom of the staircase. Speak aloud the following words. It is from here whenceforth I shall commence. On the first step, place the small fan. Recite, here is the air that mortal breathes. Step 4. On the second step, place the glass of water. Recite, here is the water that mortal drinks. On the third step, spread the handful of dirt, covering as much as a step as possible. Recite, here is the earth on which mortal stands. On the fourth step, place the unlit candle, laying the matches or lighter next to it. Recite, here is the fire that burns mortals' hands. On the fifth step, place the old picture of your home. Recite, here is the time that has come to pass. On the sixth step, place the current picture of your home and roll the dice beside it. Recite, here is the present and the die is cast. On the seventh step, place one of your timekeeping devices. Recite, here comes the future, the time ticks by now. On the eighth step, place your food offering. Recite, here is the offering for a devil's mouth. On the ninth step, place the mirror. Recite, here is my image, in God's likeness I trust. Please note, this phrase must be repeated word for word and without hesitation, regardless as to the religion of the player. On the 10th step, place the handful of ash in the dust bunnies. Recite, here is mortality, ashes, and dust. On the 11th step, place your living creature. It must be alive, and it must not be able to escape. Recite, here is a life I present unto thee. On the 12th step, place the token from your body. Recite, and here is the essence extracted from me. On the final step, or landing, draw a line of salt and recite, no further than here. Leave your objects in place on the staircase overnight. Caution, do not proceed if anything seems strange or amiss the next day. You'll see why. I'll tell you soon. Now it's time for the main event. Step 1. Evacuate all other occupants of the house, except you, of course. Gather up your sharp object and your second timekeeping device. Keep these items with you at all times. Step 2. Begin at the precise time you commenced the prelude. You remember what time it was, don't you? Hopefully you do. Stand at the bottom of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Step 3. After an hour has passed, mount the first step and turn on the fan. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 4. After the second hour has passed, mount the second step. Drink the entire glass of water. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 5. After the third hour has passed, mount the third step. Make sure both of your feet are in or on the dirt spread across it. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 6. After the fourth hour has passed, mount the fourth step. Take up the lighter or matches and light the candle. Make sure it does not go out. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 7. After the fifth hour has passed, mount the fifth step. Use the candle from the fourth step to burn the old picture of your home. Once the picture is unrecognizable or burned completely to ash, blow the candle out. Once again, face the top of the staircase, plant your feet, do not move, do not turn around or look behind you. Special note: it may be helpful to hold the candle during step 6 and carry it with you to step 7. But at no point, and I mean no point, should you turn around or look behind you. Step 8. After the 6th hour has passed, mount the 6th step. Take up the current picture of your home and rip it as many times as indicated by the roll on the dice, but do not allow it to fall to pieces. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 9. After the 7th hour has passed, mount the 7th step. Turn the clock forward as many hours as indicated by the roll of the dice on the previous step. Do not turn the clock backwards. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 10. After the 8th hour has passed, mount the 8th step. Take a bite of the food offering and swallow it. Do not allow your face to portray any dislike or disgust. Show as much enjoyment as you can. You know the drill. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 11. After the 9th hour ends, mount the 9th step. Pick up the mirror and look into it, focusing on your own face. Do not, I repeat, do not look at anything other than your face, no matter what might catch your eye. Face the top of the staircase, plant your feet, do not move, do not turn around or look behind you. Step 12. After the 10th hour has passed, smash the mirror and mount the 10th step. Use your sharp object to bring forth a fresh drop of your own blood. Allow the drop to fall on the pile of ashes and dust. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 13. After the 11th hour has passed, mount the 11th step. Kill the insect. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 14. After the 12th hour has passed, mount the 12th step. Take up the token plucked from your body and swallow it whole. Face the top of the staircase. Plant your feet. Do not move. Do not turn around or look behind you. Step 15. After the 13th hour has passed, mount the final step. Keep your sharp object close. You're at the end. You can finally turn around. Good luck. There are also some precautions and additional notes that you should keep in mind before or while conducting this ritual. The way the ritual is designed and the instructions detailed in the ritual are designed for occupants who sleep on the second floor. So if you have 2 floors to your home and everyone sleeps on the second floor, follow these steps that I gave you. If everyone sleeps on the first floor, just simply reverse the instructions and follow. So you're probably wondering, if you don't have a staircase, is there any other way that you can perform the ritual? If you do not have a staircase, you can use a long hallway. In the case of using a hallway, mark the division between each step with a line of salt. Just important to remember to never perform this ritual in a room, perform it outside, or any small enclosed space. Also, the main ritual does not have to particularly take place after the day that you lay all the obstacles, the 12 obstacles there. They're just there for fail-safes to make sure that you're safe. But the longer that they're there and the other occupants are moving around your home can cause the obstacles to weaken. Therefore, depending on the strength or power of your unwelcome guest, they may not hold for that long. So the quicker you do the ritual, the better. At the end of the prelude, I mentioned that if anything seems amiss or weird, do not proceed. So if you were to return to the staircase or long hallway, whichever way that you played, and find any of the objects disturbed, do not proceed with the ritual. If you wake up during the night or have any weird nightmares or night terrors while you slept, do not proceed. If anything, I mean anything out of the ordinary occurs between the time when you complete the prelude and the main event, do not proceed. Instead, terminate the ritual. You do this by placing a ring of salt around each item on the staircase, around your bed, and around the bed of any other occupants in your home. Leave them overnight. In the morning, remove all the objects from your home and destroy them by any means necessary. Whew. Now, we've shared a lot of rituals here on Beyond the Bizarre, but this one's probably one of the creepiest in my opinion, simply because you're pretty much attempting to, in other words, well, lack of better words, self-exercise your home from anything that you don't want to be there that may be there. So that's always a dangerous thing. So that's what kind of makes it creepy for me. And also, there's so many like obstacles and fail-safes that you have there to protect you. The food sacrifices and all of that. It just kind of gets into the realm of of weird and bizarre. But I thought it was really, really cool at the same time. So if anyone out there tries it or has tried it, please let us know. We won't be trying it for obvious reasons. Just I'm not I'm not trying to summon up anything in my home. Another thing to consider is just the amount of time that we'll have to go into doing this ritual. It is really lengthy, like half of a day to successfully complete it. So you're pretty much looking at a full 24 hours overall completing the ritual between the prelude and then the main event. So, if you feel like, you're bold enough to self-exercise your home, then go ahead and take the 24 hours it takes to do so, and let us know how it goes. That's if you survive to tell the tale. So, we are so glad to be back with you guys for this new season. So, you guys already know we're here. New episodes every Tuesday. So, tune in every Tuesday for those new episodes. Until then, until next Tuesday, as always, stay bizarre. Good night.